your stuff.
It's been done. Are they taking the scooter? No. I see so many people pass. What kind of bullshit reason is that? You stopped me because I'm right.
Don't warn him under section 5.
You stopped me. No, bro.
Don't swear in public place, mate. Bullshit is a swear word in a public place.
No, don't say chill.
Bro, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Look to you.
You get yourself a helmet, you need to get yourself hivers. Hello?
You right?
No, I'm good.
Hello, you right? Yeah, not bad. Just wondering what's going on here.
Give me a warning about being on the e-scooter, sir.
Oh, is that all it is?
Yeah.
Innocent little stop.
End of the day, there's two things you can do: inform to educate. We're educated. End of.
Appreciate that.
Prince, yeah? First name, yeah?
So is he going to be fine now?
No, we're just giving him a warning. That's it.
Why are you giving you ain't got to give your details, you know?
The only thing is on the details, we have to verify on the warning system.
Yeah.
We have to verify if he's been warned before. If he's been warned beforehand, and it's the second strike, unfortunately, you got the offences of being on a mechanical repair vehicle on a road without insurance.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. 165 for the Road Traffic Act 1988. If you want to Google it.
So did you stop him under 163?
Yeah, 163 Road Traffic Act, and also I'm mainly requirement under 164 of the Road Traffic Act, asking for a driving licence. Apparently he's got a provisional licence, however he hasn't got upon his person.
Oh, he's got 7 days to...
No, that's old tech, mate.
Is that old tech?
Mate, what century you...
A routine street stop quickly turns into something more. What begins as a simple warning about riding a scooter without a helmet shifts into a deeper conversation about insurance licenses and the fine print of road traffic law. Officers describe it as education rather than enforcement, but the tone tightens as legislation is quoted. Sections 163, 164, 165, each number carrying weight. Old rules about 7 days to produce documents are dismissed as outdated, replaced by stricter modern policy shaped by past tragedy. Questions are met with procedure. Hypotheticals. Test authority. Identification is given. Badge number. Clear presence firm. Even the act of recording becomes part of the discussion. What starts as a minor stop evolves into a measured debate about compliance, knowledge and the boundaries of power on a public road.
They stopped us 41 since, was it 1990?
He's an enthusiastic officer. I like this guy.
I can't remember. No,
he enjoys his... So if he didn't give his details...
I think it's over 2007, I think it was, that we drew Halty ones in 2007.
The 7 days to produce your ID to a local police station.
No, it's 2007 that's been
that was withdrawn.
The reason being is a police service in the UK gave someone a producer for not having insurance. That person drove down the road and knocked someone over and killed them.
Oh, snap. So that was...
Google it, mate.
That changed the legislative...
Yeah, you can't give a Halty one anymore. You can't give 7 days notice.
So if you pulled me over in my car and I didn't have my licence, I'd be arrested?
No, you'd be reported for the consideration of driving not in accordance with your licence.
Okay. Is that very enforceable? I haven't seen many.
It's a summary offence under Road Traffic Act. Well, as I stated beforehand, 164 is a requirement to provide a licence. Say, for example, I go on holiday to Spain, yeah? If I don't have my driving licence on me, the Spanish police can report me for not in accordance because I ain't got my driving licence to prove I've got a driving licence.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother legislation.
But the thing is, we're still Road Traffic Act 1998. Yeah, different sections, different things. 164's driving licence, 165's insurance. End of. So,
would you identify yourself?
My boyfriend's going to stop here anyway. But you can see my name's clearly displayed, Constable Lee. My show number's 2119 Tango.
And where are you based at?
I'm based right there, Stratford Police Station. But it's a close police station. If you want to get more information about this recording, which is still recording,
you have to let members of the public know that you're recording them.
Well, you came straight over to me and you didn't tell me that you were recording. Under Section 1, the Recordings Act 1985, if you were quoted.
But you're collating data under data protection. I could request that, so that's why you have to let members of the public know.
So you go to Forest Gate to request that within 28 days, and you request that.
Yeah, but
again, that's at Forest Gate Police Station, and that is on Romford Road, E7.
Don't worry. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is the reason you have to let people know is because of the reasons I said.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but my colleague...
So I can request it.
You can continue to request it, and it's request, don't text.
Yeah, that's the reason. I'm just saying,
But that's why when you're stopped and searched, which is not a stop and search, I must add, we identify ourselves, tell them
What begins as a debate about insurance quickly shifts into something broader: data protection, recording rights and public accountability. The camera is still rolling, and now the focus turns to who must inform whom. Officers explain identification procedures, the citizen counters with subject access requests and transparency laws. Education, they call it, but but the questions keep coming. Would refusal mean arrest? Is enforcement consistent? Are resources being used wisely? Numbers are cited, thousands of vehicles seized. Safety is emphasized, temples, curbs, consequences. Yet beneath the policy talk lies something deeper: suspicion, perception, body language, unease. Even a hand in a pocket becomes a point of tension. Filming police stations, public roads, public servants. In the end, it's not just about scooters or insurance, it's about authority, optics, and the thin line between reassurance and control in modern policing.
Police station we're at, hence why the identification's not been done. No. I've got Mr. Cameraman here, wants to do the thing for iTube and whatever.
iTube?
I'm dissing him.
He's a
Socialist?
Yeah.
Not quite.
I know it's completely, that's why we're educating, sir. I know, but unfortunately our guidelines is that we've got...
Don't be stitching, you know, don't be stitching, you know.
And then after the first warning, we didn't take it off them.
So if you didn't give us details, would he have been arrested?
Be processed for driving offences.
Yeah.
Because reason being, my colleague said, as part of 163 road traffic, any mechanic to repair a vehicle on a road has to have a minimum of third-party insurance, road tax.
So do you stop every scooter you see?
What we do in the first instance, because it's been a recent change to the law, we give people warning.
When was that law implemented?
Sorry?
When was that law?
Just recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've already explained this to him already, and he can play back on his recordings as much as he likes rather than repeat himself. Because if we were to repeat ourselves, we'll be driving instructors.
Yeah, but I've seen so many scooters coming through.
I know, but the idea is, as I said to you,
The tax money is being spent to stop man on scooters.
Specifically, you ain't got a helmet.
Do you think that tax money could be better spent elsewhere though? Like stopping people on
That's taken off him, the crash.
It should be taken off him.
They've took 4,000 off the road already.
Do you not think there's more like pressing crimes to be dealing with?
You said, feel your temple here with your finger. Nice soft tissue, it's called the temple. If you get sideswiped by a vehicle and your nugget hits the old curb.
So how would you deal with this if it was you?
That?
Yeah.
It's illegal.
How would you deal with people filming police stations?
What he's just said is he's going to have to let him off. If he catches them again, they'll take it off him. So, but really...
You heard about people filming police stations and that?
Audits in Britain.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. How would you deal with an auditor?
Well, it depends on the situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I educate you though?
Yeah.
Putting your hand in your trousers like that.
Yeah.
In the 21st century.
Yeah.
Right? Makes people uneasy. You know what I mean?
No,
you can call me to the hand.
It's not a crime, is it? I can put my hand there if I want.
But, you say that, but if I had a machete, where am I stashing it?
Well, you can't just assume that everyone's got a machete. Like,
I know that. I know that, but I'm educating.
I ain't got a machete, trust me.
But I'm educating.
I've got a camera though.
Yeah, no, but I'm educating you.
I've got a camera though.
When people feel down there and all that malarkey, when they're talking to police, it makes them uneasy, doesn't it? Yeah?
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
we don't carry weapons.
Fair enough, but the problem is you got to think about perception. You're two-dimensional. You need to think of the big picture and public perception and everything.
Your concerns don't trump my rights.
No, it doesn't. And you referred to Human Rights Act 96, no doubt, yeah?
I just mean rights in general. Like, I've got the
Human Rights Act 96.
I've got the rights to put my hand where I want.
Well, again, I'm just educating you. End of the day.
You're not educating me because I can. You're trying to tell me that I can't put my hands down there. I can, and I will.
That's fine. But I'll tell you what, something, if you put your hand down there and pull it out too quickly near other police officers, I'd be surprised if you don't get tackled down the floor. Just saying. Well,
I didn't need to. You let me go.
We're talking about education here, yeah? Right, film this. 7 stitches there, knife scar. Yeah?
Sorry about that.
You see? Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, if you've ever been shanked by a blade, I'll guarantee you won't want to do it again.
Yeah.
So,
you stop shouting, bro. Like,
oh, sorry, I talk loud because of traffic going past.
Go on, I'm listening.
Fella. You're put in here. Section 137, bro. Oh, is that 98?
Fair play, this guy does know his stuff, like. Fair play, you do. What? No, they're alright.
Look after yourself, yeah?
They're fine, they're just doing their job. Don't step on my shoe.
Job?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He's a job. It's not job. Job is why you still standing in front of you?
Come on. You've been given warning.
Why the public got such contempt for you, lot?
Why are they so horny, fam? What the fuck, man? I don't get it. I haven't. Oh, man. Officer, I was cool with you the whole time. You're not giving me a warning. I remember your face. I'm not going to be cool with you.
Only got a warning. You've not been processed every hour.
I swear they were like, after they swore, they said a couple times like, yo, if you swear again, you're gonna get nicked. And man's sworn at least 3-4 times since.
Hello.
But not been processed, you've given warning. That's fair enough. Look after yourself, yeah?
I've got things to do, bro. I'm not that shit.
Take care. See you later. See you later.
I'm not trying to snitch here, but obviously you said he can't swear again and that, and he swore several times. So
The debate shifts from law to perception. Hes told to think bigger about optics, about public fear, but he pushes back calmly. Concern doesn't override rights, not human rights from decades ago, just rights. The right to stand, the right to film, the right to place his hands where he chooses. The warning is subtle but clear. Move too fast and force could follow. Past violence is mentioned. Knives, stitches, experience shaping reaction. The tension rises, then softens. Swearing is caution, not punished. Discretion replaces arrest. Education over enforcement. Respect reluctantly mutual. And then the final question lingers in the air. What if someone films the station itself? The answer is simple. No crime, no problem. Public photography remains lawful. Authority holds its line, so does the citizen.
you didn't do nothing.
We've got discretion, haven't we, yeah?
You've got discretion, but
Again, police officers can't be alarmed or arrested. However, as it's a public road, if someone's shown that they were alarmed by it, yeah, we've got Section 5. But again,
why were you warning him in that? Just make it seem like you're just making empty threats.
No, we always warn people to educate. That's what I said before.
You really want to arrest someone? You don't have to.
No, no, of course.
Come on.
Like you said, you're using your discretion. I respect that.
That's it. We're fair, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, you are.
All right. Have a nice day, chaps.
Yeah, you too. Last question. How would you deal with an auditor filming the back gate of a police station?
Depends on
You
circumstances.
deal with any other member of the public.
So like, if I went and started filming the nick now, what would you
As long as there's no offence being committed.
No, there wouldn't be. It's just
That's what I
public
mean, that's
photography.
fine. You can film anywhere in a public place.
Yeah.
Anywhere in a public place, yeah? Outside the police station, not
Yeah.
in a public place.
So you just ignore me and let me crack on
I might speak to you
Yeah.
at the end of the day, yeah?
and ask me.
If someone was filming outside your house,
Yeah.
yeah, I might speak to them and find out what they're up to.
I know, but
That is
my house
as
isn't
far as
owned.
it
But my
goes.
house isn't owned by the taxpayer, though.
Say again?
My house isn't property of the taxpayer.
No, but if someone was standing outside your house filming, the officer walked past,
I'd be
would you appreciate
concerned.
them
Yeah,
speaking to you?
I would be curious. But if they're from public, I couldn't really do anything.
No, at the end of the day, you couldn't know. But my job is to basically ask people what they're up to, what they're doing.
Negate
Yeah?
any
For all I know, they could be maybe scouting out your place to burgle it. I don't know, unless I ask the question. Yeah, that's
fair enough.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah?
a fair response here.
Yeah. So if you're standing outside the police station, I might ask what you're doing. If you're just filming, anyone can film. That's fair
Would you
enough.
identify yourself?
Sorry?
Would you identify yourself? Would you identify like that to a judge? Like, what if I can't read?
Sorry?
What if I can't
I
read?
can write it down for you.
No, could you say it?
28070 Tango.
And your name?
Mark Rowe. East
From?
Road, Stratford Station.
Are you BTP officers?
Sorry?
Are you transport police officers?
Safer transport.
Alright, well thank you for your time.
No worries. Look after yourself, yeah?
You too.
I take your plod or not to plod. So.
No, I'm no, do I look like plod or not to plod?
Oh man, yeah, because it's always in Britain, plod or not to plod, but then again, plod to not to plod does sound like a bit of a plonker. You see me
You call me a plonker as well.
I said don't be a plonker.
Alright, I'll try not to.
It's all back.
I'll call you.
The question becomes simple. Can you film in a public place? The answer is just as clear. Yes, even outside a police station. Curiosity isn't suspicion. It's conversation. Officers explain their role. Later ask questions to rule out harm, to prevent what might happen before it does. A home is private. A station is public property funded by taxpayers. The distinction matters. Identification is requested. Badge numbers exchanged. The tone softens. Even humor creeps in. Fashion crimes replacing legal ones. And then comes reflection. Times have changed. Cameras no longer trigger instant confrontation. The message has filtered through the ranks. Filming is lawful. Public presence is lawful. The tension that once defined these encounters fades into professionalism. No arrests, no escalation, just dialogue and proof that awareness over time reshapes authority itself.